Hi children, good morning. This is your geography class. What we saw in the last class, yes, we saw about industries comparative studies. Here we see about which one? Yes, we saw about the availability of raw materials, power, labor, capital, and transport system, isn't it? And then we focused about three countries. What are the three countries? Yes, India, USA, and Japan. We did a comparative studies of these industries, isn't it, children? First, we saw about iron and steel companies in USA and Jamshedpur. We saw about the locational advantages. What we saw? Yes, locational advantages of those iron and steel companies, isn't it? What are the iron and steel companies? Iron and steel company in Detroit and Tata Iron and Steel Company in Jamshedpur. Then we saw about cotton textile industry. Here we did the comparative studies between Ahmedabad, the Manchester of India, and another one is nothing but what? Yes, Manchester of Japan, Osaka. Okay, children. Here also we compared which one? We compared the availability of raw materials and labors. And then what we saw? Yes, we saw about the locational advantages too. Then we concentrated on information technology. We know nowadays information technology is a fast growing service industry, which is the fastest growing service industry. Yes, information technology industries. Okay, this information technology consists of what are the things? Yes, storing the data, transferring the data, development and processing of informations in which form? In digital form. Here we did a comparative studies on two leading IT centers. What are they? Bangalore in India and Silicon Valley in the USA. We discussed about that Karnataka government. It announced various IT policies for IT companies in the year 1992. And what about USA? The term Silicon Valley came into existence because of which one? Because of the large number of silicon chip inventors and manufacturers did the work there. Okay. Then another thing, Silicon Valley is coined by whom? Yes, coined by John Hoffler, a journalist. Don Hoffler, a journalist. Okay. Then we knew who is the father of Silicon Valley? Professor Frederick Terman. Okay, this man he encouraged the people, encouraged the students who graduated in which university? Yes, Stanford University. Okay, he encouraged the people to make researches, and the next thing to do some projects. Okay, so these projects fetch so many projects for the university. Okay, children, these things we saw in the last class. Today, we are going to move the lesson number 9, human resources. So, what is the topic of the lesson? Human resources, which is on the page number 191, dears. Already, we learnt in lesson 1, children. There are so many types of resources. Some type of resources are natural resources, human made resources, and human resources. And so many classifications under natural resources also we saw. This is it. Natural resources had been classified into on the basis of origin, development, renewability, and distribution. Then we saw about human made resources, the thing made by people or come under which one? Come under human made resources. Then we studied about human resources. Isn't it, yes? Human beings are the most important resources. Without the knowledge of human being, we can't develop anything. Without the knowledge of human being, we can't develop anything. So, together, this natural resources and human resources together lead to the development of which one? Lead to the development of progress of the country. Okay, children. Then now we are going to see about population distribution. We know about distribution of population, isn't it? So population distribution is defined as what? Defined as nothing but the pattern in which people are spread all over the world. Okay, see this picture, children. Here we have distribution of world population. What we are seeing here, distribution of world population. So Southeast Asia contains 20 percentage of the world population. West Pacific contains 28 percentage of the world population. East Mediterranean contains 8 percentage of the world population. Africa contains 11 percentage of the world population. America contains 14 percentage of the world population, and then Europe contains 14 percentage of the world population. So America and Europe are equal. Which is the highest thing? Yes, Southeast Asia. Which is the least one? Yes, Eastern Mediterranean. Okay, then we are going to see about the factor, children. So the factors which decide the distribution of population are two. One is physical factor, another one is non-physical factors. Let us discuss about physical factors. Physical factors have been classified into relief and topography, climate, natural vegetation, soil, mineral resources, and water resources. These are the classification of what, children? Yes, these are the classification of physical factors. We know first of all relief and topography. Let us see. We know about relief and topography. Most people like to live in which one? Like to live in plains instead of deserts and mountain, isn't it? Because here in plains everything is easy. Transportation, agriculture is easy in plains. Okay. So for to settle the people they choose plains. Next one is climate. Climate is also a very important role. People like to live in moderate climate, isn't it? People they don't like to live in hot deserts or very cold mountains. Next, natural vegetation. Natural vegetation. Okay, natural vegetation has hot and humid areas are not suitable for which one? Not suitable for population. Therefore, the people density is low in Amazon. We know about Amazon, no? Dense forest. Here the population is low because of the natural vegetation. Isn't it? Then soil. We know about soil. So, a layer of soil, humus, it takes thousands of years to form itself, isn't it? And then it plays a very important role in the place of agriculture. Already we have seen that red soil is suitable for something, black soil is suitable for something. Like that we saw, isn't it? So, soil is the very important thing, children. And then a fertile soil. We know about fertile soil. Fertile soil is very good for which one? Good for agriculture and growth of the people in the country. Then mineral resources. So this thing nowadays, mineral resources attract the people to settle. So without the minerals, we can't develop the country. Without the minerals, we can't develop a country. Okay. Already we have seen water minerals, bauxite, iron ore, manganese, all those things comes under mineral resources. Petrol is also a mineral, isn't it? Then water resources. So water is the basic need of human being for to sustain their life on the earth, which is the main thing for them. Air, food, water, and shelter, isn't it? So this thing, water plays crucial role in the life of human being. Okay. In plains, the water is easily available when compared to desert and hilly areas. Okay. The most important source of fresh water is what? Is river. Is river. So, this river supplies water for agriculture, industries, and domestic purpose of human beings. Okay, so because of this reason, people they liked on those days they liked to settle near river valleys. Okay children, can you take your book and read page number 191 and 192 children? Thank you. Be safe at home.